Hi, welcome to the Gear for Music Orchestral channel. We're here today with Nik Carter, a Yamaha artist, looking at the Yamaha Custom Saxophone series. So right now in your hands, you've got the YTS-82Z model, particularly the silver plated. What do you find particularly special about this instrument?
Well, firstly, it's stunning to look at.
Really
it's a beautiful instrument.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and with as with all the custom ones, you've got the hand engraved individual engraving.
Hand engraving on the bell.
Which is beautiful as well. Adds to an already lovely finish, as we can see.
Detail finish.
Yeah, and again, the metal resonator pads, the V1 neck, all these things we've been talking about, sort of tonal response, all these things that help, to create a really individual sort of sound. And the one-piece bell, the improvements to the keywork as well to make it just, again, fitting under the hands. Yeah, and for again, in comparison to the alto, you are getting, we're starting to move up the saxophone family to the bigger ones like the tenors and things. So again, things like that are really important as well. They've sort of, for what is a bigger instrument, the keywork and everything is still nicely put on there, to fit under your hands,
Yeah, it's still really ergonomic in the way that you can hold it, and it makes it still easy to play. And I guess the thing is, a lot of the time when you're doing shows and stuff, you might be swapping between saxophones, you might be moving between alto and tenor, and being able to do that quickly is really important. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, certain things, I was talking before about the neck and things. So we've got a V1 neck on here, which comes as standard with the custom saxophones. And again, the care that's been taken around the top end of the horn here, around the tenon, for everything to vibrate properly. All of this helps with intonation.
Yes.
And what's a big thing for specifically with show work is you're putting an instrument down and it can get cold and things, and with instruments like this, woodwind instruments especially, that's affected. So you could be leaving it there, it could be nice and in tune, you're playing it, then you've got a little section where you've got to pick the flute up for 8 bars or something, and then you're picking this up again. And other instruments and things I've had in the past, problems where you can pick up, and the intonation can sort of be a bit tricky. With this, once you're set, I mean, they're very good, as best as they can be. Yeah, as best as they can be for what they're, any woodwind instrument can be. And I think Yamaha have spent the time and sort of really dedicated themselves to, to providing an instrument which can cover, kind of what I call it, like your get out of jail kind of sort of moments,
Yeah. With the V1 neck, it is that more free blowing, and that's so important, especially on the bigger instruments.
Definitely.
Because you need more breath to get it to just have that powerful sound. Having it be so free blowing and so easy to get that sound out of is just got to be so important. Yeah,
it's brilliant. I think it's free blowing as well. It's the end product, the end sound as well. So it's, a lot of players would say it's the way the horn speaks.
Yeah.
The way it comes out. So I think you don't want to have something that feels stuffy or that you're fighting against. You want it to be, as I say, like
you need to work together.
Yeah, an extension of you. Well, it is a partnership, because you're, what you're doing. Say if you're, a jazz musician, you're reading something, you're improvising things, and you want to be thinking about what's going on, listening to what's going on around you, and the care and attention that's been taken here. I mean, obviously, the practice that once you get the horn, you can spend the time on it and get used to all of its different sort of characteristics. And
there are nuances with every instrument.
Absolutely, yeah. But certainly the free blowing bit, I think that's something that helps the end product, which is your tone and your sound, and things like I say, intonation. You know, it's really important
to be more consistent with your sound as well, because especially as you sort of progress, obviously this is an upgrade instrument. This is professional level, used by professionals such as yourself. But that consistency of the sound as you are progressing up that level is really important. And I mean, you've got other features like the Keywork with helping you be able to get the low notes.
Yeah, so like there's improvements between the low B and C sharp mechanism, making it easier. Again, that ties in with the free blowing of the instrument, because playing down to the bottom of the instrument and right up to the top of the instrument, up to your high F sharp key, which does come as standard, but there's a note saying you can order one without a high F sharp, and which can reflect sort of older models and things. That's a personal preference that people have as well. And
Truly
again, with
custom.
the different, exactly. When with the different finishes as well, that's the kind of that's a level you're getting with the 82Z model. You know, you can really make it sort of bespoke to you.
So this one obviously comes in the silver, like we've got here. You've also got the standard gold lacquer, which is your standard saxophone look. Then you've got an unlacquered version and an amber lacquered version as well.
Yeah, and they do a black and gold.
Yes.
As well. Yeah, so it's like 5 or 6, isn't it?
There's a lot of different finishes going on.
Yeah.
Really personalise it to your look, your style, that sort of whatever really works for you. I mean, what sort of genres of music would you say that this is suitable for?
I mean, well, really, I'd say it's suitable for all genres. I don't think it has to be, as certain instruments, certain brands and makes can be pigeonholed. I think with Yamaha, although they do have the EX and the Z, the different models, the variation, which is great because you've got the option. The EX can tend to be, I found it, have a bit more of a brighter sound. With this, there's a bit more of a darker, warmer sound. But again, that's also to say, I play the mouthpiece and the setup that I play. Someone else may play something very different. But I do think what's more important is the kind of everything that's taken care of, which is from the crook, right the way down to the one-piece bell and everything. It's the tone quality, the way the horn resonates, the way it speaks. I mean, these are all things that we all speak the same language in a sense. If you're a classical musician, if you're a jazz musician, if you're a studio or theatre musician and things, you're looking for those things to be there,
for sure.
And I think, once you put your mouthpiece on and you play the way you play, you've got a great instrument here to work with, and and as I say, I've had my custom for 20 years, and I haven't looked back really. So I'd say that it's all there,
You can do anything with it. It's
I'd say
very
so.
versatile and reliable.
Definitely, and it's exciting. There's people always come up with different things and different ways of playing and merging different genres of music. I think you've got something here that it's a really well-made saxophone. The improvements Yamaha have made, like the posts, that making it a really solid instrument. Again, things like traveling. If you're performing abroad, or if you're, and just going to your different bands, in the UK, if you're playing one band 1 week at one venue and then you're playing somewhere else or doing different bits, you want a horn that's robust as well and still, they've really taken care of, for me it ticks all boxes,
You've got from all those that sort of larger details to the smaller things where you can literally adjust. The bracing on the bell keys means you can adjust it, and you've got different aspects on the bracing between the bell and the body where it's only a 2-point connection, whereas if it was 3-point, you would lose more sound.
Sure. Yeah, there's different, again, these different sort of customizations. They're all improvements that have, that they make at the top, which is brilliant,
It's really been thought about, every small little detail.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're great horns. I think it comes down to the individual. I think it will come down to, I think sax players, the sound is the most important thing, and the kind of, and everything else, But yeah, I think you've got something that will really work, and the different finishes and things. There's something there for everyone.
Thank you so much for talking to us about these custom saxophones. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them. And if you would like to see more content like this, subscribe. Thank you so much.